Hey everybody, Drew here with a series of videos on what to do once you get your New York State dealer's license. So as I've said in multiple videos, this is how I broke into entrepreneurship. I think it's a great way to do it. New York State is a very easy state to do it in. There's a lot of cautions I'm going to give you about that as we go through, but this is the first video and it shows you how to add a vehicle to your inventory. This is the screen that you're going to use. This is the book of registry. I have a filter in here so you can't see any of my cars. And then over here on my other screen, you see the bill of sale, which is modified so you can't see much info. This was for a car I bought a while ago and the auction took back because of undisclosed damage. And then this is the title for it, which I also edited to take off the previous owner. So first thing you're going to notice is if you buy a car from a New York State dealer or a New York State auction, it'll be automatically put in here for you. But I'm here to tell you straight up, if you want to be successful selling $5,000 to $10,000, even $15,000 cars, do not buy them in New York State. I'm in Northwest New York State, 7 hours northwest from New York City, and I'm telling you, after 7 years of doing this, with the exception of Long Island, New York State cars are absurdly rusty. I pay about $350, roughly $300 to $400 per car to get them from Baltimore and Richmond suburbs, and those cars are not rusty. So that's why I have to enter all my cars manually. So first thing I'm going to do here. Oh, and one more thing, by the way, there's going to be a million people who in your world do this wrong. So be careful who you ask advice. New York State is not equipped to help you. They don't have the staff to help you. And your colleagues that you meet at auctions, if you're silly enough to go to them. I buy all my cars online, again, where they're not rusty. Or your neighbors, if you started at some side street with 50 dealers at it. There is a lot of criminals that are intentionally doing things wrong. Make sure you take the right advice. If you want to be in business 10 years later, if you want to grow this thing, if you want to be free from trouble with the state and the police and the federal government and your customers, do things right. Don't take bad advice. So anyways, let's start. Add vehicle. First thing you're going to do is put in the VIN, and this is a 2006 Scion. So there you go. Click Get Vehicle Details, and it pulls up a lot of information. You need to go used, obviously. This was blue, if I remember correctly. Seating capacity is 5, and the odometer reading comes from your bill of sale. So that's not what it is right now. That's what it was when you bought the car. The odometer certification is actual mileage. I have never bought a car, and don't think I ever will, that doesn't have the accurate mileage. That's just a way to lose your integrity with your customer. You're saying, hey, this car is for sale. This is what I think it's worth, but I don't know how many miles are on it. So I don't do any of that. I don't do salvage. You're not going to find help for that on this channel. Vehicle taken on consignment. No. This is when another dealer says, hey, will you sell this car for me? And you bring it in, but it's their inventory. As I understand it, I've never done it. I don't mess with other dealers. I'm not opposed to being friends with them or anything, but I'm in business for myself. This is how I feed my family. I put my name on all of this. It's just me. Ownership document is out-of-state title. This is a really good time to show you guys if you're dealing with a title from Europe or Japan, another country. If you go down to foreign address, right here, that is how you put a title from another country. But we're obviously not working with another country. We're working with, this happens to be a Pennsylvania title. Southern Pennsylvania is just about as good as Northern Maryland, right? So 63619364003 Samuel Charlie. If you can't find the title number on a title, Google what state it is and where to find the title number, and you'll find it. On a Pennsylvania title, it's obvious right there. And of course, this is Pennsylvania, is the ownership state. Purchase date is back on the bill of sale, and it was May 20, 2025. In VERIFI, you need to use dashes, not slashes or forward slash, backslash. You use dashes to pull up the date. Slashes won't work. The name of the dealer that it was purchased from. Now, if this is a trade-in, if this was a trade-in to you from a customer, you use that customer's name. But if you bought it at auction, obviously it was another dealer. In this case, it was CarMax. If it was, Baltimore Toyota, you would type Baltimore Toyota here, not the name of the person on the title, not the previous owner, but the name of the place you got it. So this is CarMax. And they're at 9825 Philadelphia Road. me see here. That pre-populated too much info. Careful with pre-populate. Did it again. Philadelphia Road. And that is, city is Rosedale, Maryland. Even though it's a Pennsylvania title, because you bought it in Maryland. 21237. Now, the stock number, you do what you want to do, but what I've done since the beginning is every car gets a stock number starting at 00001A for auction, T for trade, P for personal, J for Japan, whatever. And then, so that the folder is in cars for sale, the folder would be 00001A 2006 Scion TC. When a person buys it, their name is added after the Scion TC part, so it's the stock number, the car, and then the customer, and it's moved into sold files, and then you could always find it. By the way, I always put a text file named the VIN of the car with the text in that file, the VIN of the car, so it's also searchable by VIN. So this car will just say, for example, with 00001A, and then I'm going to click add vehicle. Whoop, I never put the zip code. Shame on me. Look at that. So everybody makes mistakes, even after years. So add vehicle, and then I would click yes here, but I'm not going to because I don't want to add this vehicle to my inventory and then have to delete it and explain to the state why. So that is how to add a car to your inventory. It should leave absolutely no questions. If you found this video to be helpful, go ahead and subscribe, because I'm going to be doing videos for how to get through an entire sale. Anything I come up with in the next 3 months, 4 or 5 months before I leave New York State that I think you guys need to see, I'm going to record one of these videos and put them up. You know, please give me a like and a thumbs up and a subscribe, because I have to go in and edit PDFs to delete sensitive information, and I have to edit the videos to hide my own information. These take some work. So if you use them, please, I'm just asking, the least you could do is like and subscribe, because, you know, that helps the channel grow on YouTube. But also, you're going to find content on this channel that is indeed helpful for you above and beyond just New York State forms. I'm here to encourage you to just set your sights on the moon, but also keep you grounded as you start to work for yourself and exit employment. If you're watching this, you probably started a dealership on the side and you still have a day job. You can build this thing big enough to quit that job this year. In the next 12 months, you can do it. I did it with a wife that stayed home with 3 kids. She now stays home with 4 kids. We go on like 8 weeks of vacation per year. We're maxing out our Roth in the first couple months of the year. No, we are not rich. We're not millionaires, but we're very happy, very comfortable, and there's no drama. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, smash that subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. God bless, and later. Bye.